Hi. The game show episode was funny, and Connor is a good guest to add to the list from you guys. I hope you both had a great time over the holidays and you spent some time well needed. I hope you spent some well needed time with the family. We did indeed. In 2024, I'm planning on going back to school and getting myself qualified as a hairdresser. I've been bouncing between jobs for the last few years and never really been too committed, but I did enjoy it years ago when I was doing it before, so I want to go back. One problem with doing this, I will lose my income and be on an apprenticeship pay scheme, which means I have to move back home. And on my 30s, that feels like a step I'm not sure I want to take. I will feel like a failure. My question for you guys is, shall I try and pursue other avenues or shall I go with the idea I already have? Am I worrying too much?
I don't think you're a failure by trying to better yourself.
No, people stay living with their parents to like, I think, what's the average now, 35 before people leave home, some of them?
Yeah, and
Purely
like
on the
things
basis of
happen in
like no
people's
money.
lives. If I was to if something was to happen between me and Charlotte now, I'm not gonna fucking go and live in a bedsit by myself straight
No.
away. I'm gonna be fucking going back to mum and dad's for a little while until I've sorted myself out.
Yeah.
Or if people move in as well, like my friend at work, he was moving house, and if there was no way he could afford a deposit, so he went back to his mum's with him and his partner lived in his mum's house for 6-7 months while they saved for a deposit for the house.
Yeah, my mate Dom did that with his missus. They stayed for like a couple of years to
Mm.
save up for. I understand what she means though, because I said before about Jim offering me to move to Canada, and I was like, oh, I don't really feel like living with your parents and starting from the bottom again is what I want.
Yeah, yeah,
So I can understand what she means, but one thing, on one point, hairdressing is, if you're good at it, a fucking cash cow.
hmm
Like, holy
everyone's
fuck.
got hair to cut.
Yeah, I went on a date with this woman who was a hairdresser in Edinburgh. She worked 2 days and she made more than I made in a month in those 2 days she worked.
That's what I mean. It's
That's
insane.
that's mental, yeah. So if you want to look at it from that point of view, I'd be like, fucking go back to your parents right now. Get it done. But what other avenues is there? If you don't go back and like James says, better yourself, which I think is a good term. What are you going to do? What jobs are there out there at the minute that pay good for someone that isn't qualified in anything? Because I can tell you right now, because I haven't qualified in anything, there isn't any.
Yeah, if there is, it's very little.
Yeah, and you will have to start from the bottom and work your fucking ass off and hope that the company don't treat you like a bitch and don't let you don't promote you within.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so
And
I
I think the bouncing jobs as well will never make you feel stable.
no,
I'm the complete opposite where I don't really bounce. I'll go to one place and I'll stay there for a while.
yeah,
Um, but I think that's out of pure, once I'm in and settled somewhere, it takes a while for me to realise that I need the change in work.
yeah,
Don't get me wrong, I moan like fuck from day one. But
yeah,
uh, it's for me, it's all about stability and bouncing between jobs. When you change jobs as well, you must know this as well, Dan. The fucking money never marries up the way it should marry up, and like you don't get paid, and you get like all this fucking you get paid a month in hand or something. It's always like something's happening, and you'll
yeah.
never ever be able to like get a mortgage or anything like that if you don't stay in one place for a long time. So I think it's definitely something that you need to look in. As I said, it's bettering yourself. If you enjoyed it, if anything, you enjoyed it. Do you know what I mean? It's very rare to be doing something you enjoy. So
Yeah.
if you enjoyed it, go for it.
I think as well, hairdressing is such a versatile thing, right? Because you can people like rent a chair in a salon.
Mm.
So you're self-employed. You can do it from home. When I lived down south, my mum had a hairdresser for like 25 years or something. Used to come to her house.
Yeah,
She used to live in Milton Keynes. She used to visit Luton and like visit all her regulars and cut all their hair. So you can do it from home. You can travel. You can get your own salon. It's like it's one of those jobs where you can literally do it anywhere.
exactly.
You know what I mean? So what's staying going back home, and as well, you'd be saving so much money going back home. Like I wish I could go. My youngest brother's just started
Mm.
working in like McDonald's, but my mum's quite soft, so he hasn't paid any rent yet.
Yeah,
He doesn't have. I think he doesn't even pay for his phone bill. My mum pays for the phone bill, so literally every penny he's getting is
it's
his.
straight on him.
Yeah, it's not going anywhere. And I think to myself, you lucky fucking bastard.
I always say that to my youngest brother because my youngest brother's been working in a high-paid job, works in the same place I do since the age of 18. Lives at home, hasn't paid mum more than like a normal amount of rent you would pay your mum,
Yeah,
and has been working there for the last 6 years. I said, you're fucking raking it in. I said, if you went onto my shift premium that I'm on, he'd be raking it in even more. Do you know what I
yeah,
mean? And I keep saying to him, just wait until you get a mortgage. He's like, oh, yeah, this is what you say all the time. I was like, just wait until you start paying bills, bruv, and
yeah,
you'll realise how difficult life can be.
yeah,
I said, when you're at home, save, save, save. Because when I was at home, I went out on the piss
yeah,
and drank all my money and bought loads of clothes that I never wore and bought loads of fucking video games and TVs and shit that I didn't need
yeah,
instead of putting it to good use. But yeah, I think that's if you do go back to your parents, make the most of the time.
yeah, yeah, for sure. And like we never tell you what to do or anything because this is a massive life decision. But if it was me and I had the opportunity to go home and then actually qualify myself in something,
Mm.
I would do it 100% without a doubt.
Yeah,
If I can do it,
definitely.
yeah. So, but let us know. You know, please don't not get in contact, and hopefully it works out. And I've started to go to get my hair cut, so discount if it's going because I don't like paying for it. But my mum, I can only do so much. um, and I hope you had a good Christmas and a New Year.